Case closed. Let's get drunk.
Tom Murphy!
Catch me outside. How about that?
Elementary cactus head.
The individuals depicted have been arrested but not convicted at the time of story postings. This information does not infer or imply guilt of any actions or activity other than their arrest. We make no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy of this data.
Mangum.
There we go. A little slow on the gavel today. Welcome, all rise. Order in C court. It's time for We Got a Case.
Case time again. Wow. I can't believe the weekend went so fast, Creed.
It did. It flew by. We didn't even work this weekend. And yeah, here we are. It's Monday.
Yay, Monday.
Mikey, I got to voice some concerns. I don't know if anybody's contacted you yet, but nobody's gotten their Christmas card yet.
I have received several emails about not getting their cards yet. And I'm like, you do know, it's 4 days into December. Do you expect them to come around Thanksgiving? I had to get my addresses together.
4 days till Christmas? Is that? Oh, wait. No, that's right. So 20.
Like, I got 20 days. That's like 3 weeks. I got to. Oh, I mean, I did fill out not last night, but over the weekend.
Yeah.
I filled out about 60 cards to go out, and I got about 60 more to do.
My God.
And then I'll be done.
Last year doing the Christmas cards. Enjoy it, everybody.
I swear, man, I'm thinking next year I'll just get somebody to already find a sweatshop somewhere where they can just
telling you, getting stamped, happy Merry Christmas.
Next year there might not be drawings in everyone's card.
Good
You know how hard it is to think of stuff to draw? I'm like, how many snowmen and Christmas trees can I possibly? I did a Judge Dude earlier. I drew myself.
Everybody gets their own MF2.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody gets their own. There was a special request for a Batman and the thing, so I had to draw Batman, and then a request of Batman saying Hallelujah. So I'm too nice sometimes.
Anyways, you'll get your Christmas cards before Christmas. Don't worry. Chill out.
And if you get a sticker, you get a sticker. It's random.
Nice.
I'm gonna run out. It won't be enough for everybody.
You just reminded me of the Batman thing. We were just watching a Howard TV last night when Ronnie showed up with the mustache, with the Batman mustache.
Yes. That's such a good one. You might get a business card, guys. Might get a business card.
Yeah. Hey, Double F, probably gonna get ready because Creed has done everything that he can. I'm glad that everybody else has figured this out.
I got mine right finally. I forgot to add my list on. That was the only thing I'd done wrong.
Well, I got a wife that I've asked 4 times for a list. Every time I go to open it up, it just tells me that I need to create an account.
True.
So if you have an account, then you can see the link that she sent me. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, we'll figure it out. I got a few more hours. Hello, Sven.
Sven, you're not alone. I think he said there's like 20 some people that effed it up. So,
well, it's you gotta put in all these freaking commands and stuff.
It's just one command. It's just greater than letter, and that's it. And then after that,
write your letter.
You write that. You just write a letter right after it. You don't have to click and wait for something to pop up. You just put that in, then write your letter. And put your link in for your Amazon list, and then just hit send, and it automatically adds your name to the bottom and says "Love, Credence Blower."
That sounds pretty easy. Tammy making very good choices today. Speaking of good choices, I think we got some good court for you today. Where are we at?
Heading to Reno, Creed. We're really loving Reno. I'm really loving the just the assortment of bond hearings we get out of there. I love those. Number 1. Numero uno.
Hell yeah, Alex! I was going to write you and say, "Hey, I haven't got my Christmas present yet. It's the 4th of December." I'm just kidding.
By the way, this just in from the guys in the truck. Yeah. There will be a giveaway right before Christmas of custom limited edition keychains.
All right, I like that.
They've been ordered. They're on their way. So we got to figure out a way to give away keychains.
Can't be giving away the dirty drawers. Those are for sale in a special.
I can't afford to give away drawers. I keep mine till they don't hold anything anymore. Till the whole crotch is eat out.
They get so tattered that they're hanging out on the bottom of the shorts.
Yeah, it's like tissue paper betwixt my legs by the time.
23 CR 14693. And Deputy, my court tells me he's still just John Doe. Is there a wins check or something that's
we got
eventually happening on him?
John D.
Wins check. This is Kevin.
Whoa!
Levulus.
By the way, Kay, I like the way you think. That's not a bad idea.
I know most of these names, but there's some I'm like, I have no idea who this is. I would say something really nice and personal, but I don't even know who this is. I just gotta say, hey, thanks.
Why
just write Mikey?
Why so sad here? Oh,
they're freaked out, I think. Look at everybody. That's all eyes on John Doe, by the way.
Are we saying maybe tweaking? Maybe slight possibility, maybe.
Or
Kevin.
He's an escape artist.
Magician.
Kevin.
Correct, yeah.
How do you spell Levulus?
Levulus. LIS. That is correct.
Levulus, just like it sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Levulus. So this is 23 CR 14693. Do you understand that you're charged with pedestrian suddenly leaving a curb and then obstructing and resisting an officer?
That's
a pedestrian suddenly leaving a curb. I never heard that one.
I wasn't aware that was a crime. Gary, thank you for the 2 bones, and I'll put it towards if I ever get arrested for suddenly leaving a curb.
That is a weird one. Suddenly leaving a curb. Is it? You think he tried to jump into traffic?
You know, if I didn't know this dude was so crazy already, I would go out on a limb and say, you know what? I'd probably resist a little bit of the officer trying to lock me up for that. Not gonna lie. Not that I'm siding with this crazy, loveless dude, but I mean, come on, it's kind of crazy.
A little crazy.
Basically, what they're saying is that you were panhandling, that you were getting in the middle of traffic, and then you got into an argument with the police and struggled with them and didn't cooperate with them when they tried to get you to stop. So I read through, I found probable cause. I did set the bail at $500 bondable. A lot of that was based on you were John Doe. I didn't know who you were. I still don't have any real information on you. So, Ms. Tanner, what are your thoughts?
Your Honor, based on the fact that we just got his real name, my information is limited. I did look in Odyssey to see if we've seen Mr. Levulus before in our court, and we have not. Of note, the pretrial assessment report indicates that he's only been in the area for 2 weeks and homeless. So I can't give Your Honor any information with regards to his overall criminal history. What I can say, which Your Honor has already read, what's in the probable cause statement is concerning. Not only was he uncooperative with law enforcement, he was running in the middle of traffic, allegedly, and he got in the back of a pickup truck who was trying to give him some money to, got in the back of the truck and failed to stop or get out of the truck when the officers told him to do so. So with that, Your Honor, I believe that the $500 bondable that we've set based on the limited information we have is appropriate. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hartzell.
Thank you, Your Honor. He indicates that he's on Social Security and receives a small pension from Colorado. He's currently without his Social Security card. He had asked for an own recognizance bail based on lack of resources. And I had also discussed with him possibly community court to be reunited with some of those resources.
I am really impressed, Mikey, with our chat and the amount of people that were spot on with that law and what it is. I'm kind of surprised.
I believe there was somebody that went through and left a comment the other day. It was like, I believe the comment was fat and stupid and knowing a little bit doesn't make you smart. So maybe that falls onto us.
Would that have to do with us, or was that?
I'm pretty sure I was the fat, you were the stupid, and we all fell together in between.
Oh, because we sit around like we're know-it-alls all the time, and certainly preach
Constantly
to not knowing what we. Yeah, that makes total sense. The comments are always so great. Wenlaw, thank you. One thing I do know, I appreciate it when I send over memberships because it helps out not just us, but somebody that's received.
Wenlaw got your card done, by the way.
I can't get past the fact that I'm wondering if this dude has a problem like the dude below me here with the growing of the beard or not.
I think that's just a fancy feller. If you know what I mean. Nice stash.
Porn stash. Uh-huh.
Perfect. Okay, Mr. Levulus, is there anything you want to let me know about your living situation that your lawyer didn't say?
No, just that he was correct with the old age pension and the Social Security benefits, but both of those benefits, old age pension and Social Security benefits, require a card, and both of those were stolen from me, not just the Social Security.
Okay, I'm just pulling up my phone here, looking at my calendar, and it looks like the first of December is not until Friday, so that gives us a little time before the end of the month. Mr. Levulus, just on the limited information I have, I don't feel comfortable just cutting you loose. So what I'm going to do is I am going to keep the bail at $500. We're going to see you Monday in videos. I'm going to have the lawyer on Monday morning talk to you a little bit about community court. We have a court that we hold every Wednesday morning, and all that they do is they try to help people get off the streets. They try to help people get things like Social Security cards and IDs. And we're going to get you hooked up with all that information, but I'll see you back here on Monday for an arraignment on these charges if you have not bailed out. Okay. All right. Good luck.
I don't think he's going nowhere. If he does get out, he'll never come back.
Today, since I went from the top down yesterday, so let's start with Al Scarcelli.
Scarcelli. Oh, mamma mia.
6.
It's the Scarcellis here.
How you doing, sir?
Morning.
Did I pronounce your last name right?
Scarcelli?
Scarcelli, okay.
Nobody's got AIDS.
So I don't know, the soft C. All right,
Whoa,
Mr.
soft C too. Oh! Oh, the soft C.
Oh!
Give it to me, babe.
Oh!
I couldn't. I wasn't sure if he was a Sopranos dude or is he just a pizza maker.
Oh!
He's a pizza maker.
Possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of stolen property, and driving a vehicle with a suspended registration. Do you understand those charges? Okay, I did read through the probable cause.
Leanne, it's been there for
this morning. I did set the bail.
And his tiny little microwave up on top of the fridge is why we think he might be a bachelor. We're not sure.
I feel like it's a convection oven somebody gave him for Christmas one year. He doesn't want to use it, and it just sits up there. So don't take up counter space.
$500 bondable with enhanced supervision, meaning that you would stay drug and alcohol free, be tested, and check in with the pretrial marshals if you were to get out of jail. So, Ms. Tanner.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the court's information, Mr. Scarcelli's co-defendant is also on the docket today, Bridget Duffy. So what I have, Your Honor, is his
it's Duffy.
Criminal history with the court, and it looks like he's got other theft crimes on his record. We saw him in 2022 for defrauding. He failed to appear case.
Feel better.
He also has a petty larceny from 2021. Buying, possessing, receiving stolen property from 2019. I show one FTA and one failure to comply just in the history with our court. And it looks like after this case, he might have been booked on another charge, failure by a convicted person to comply with NRS 179C requirements. As far as what is alleged in this case, It is alleged that Mr. Castelli and his co-defendant were found with about $1,000 worth of stolen items inside their vehicle with tags on them. Mr. Castelli admitted that he uses fentanyl. So based on this history of theft, Your Honor, and again, this is just based on what we have in our court. I don't know what's out there overall. I'm going to request that you set bail in the amount of $1,000 bondable.
Take it easy.
As well as enhanced supervision, as Your Honor has already done. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hartful.
I gotta say that does all right. So not so much of a bachelor pad then, huh?
I mean,
why she's right about
As far
the makeup
as
thing.
what is alleged in this case, what is alleged admitted has already done. Thank you.
All right,
all that for that. But yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. There's kind of some. You don't think it's his makeup? I mean, he's looking.
Could be his makeup. It could be a gift. The holiday season is upon us. 2 months ago.
Hartzell.
Thank you, Your Honor. He does have a holdout at Douglas County currently, and he brought that to my attention. He's aware of the current bail. My understanding was set at 500 bondable with enhanced supervision if he's released, and he has no issue with that. Thank you.
All right. And Deputy, what's his bail at on that warrant out of Douglas County?
5,000 cash.
5,000 cash. Okay. So, Mr. Scarcelli, I wanted to set the bail at something that was high enough to hurt, but reasonable that you could hopefully be able to bail out, but there was enough on the line that you would show up. So what's the story? Anything that you want to add as far
Morning glory?
Or we're just going to leave it at 500?
Just leave it.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it at this point. I understand where the city is coming from, but I think that even if Mr. Scarcelli does bailout on ours, he's going to go to Douglas County and deal with it. I think the most likely scenario is we're going to see him on Monday and hopefully resolve things.
Yeah,
right.
We've learned if it's too low, you ain't getting out. Nobody's gonna pay for that. But that Fred's paid for it for 28 months.
28 months, no refunds. Double up appreciate.
That's as OG as it gets, kids.
Oh,
There's a beautiful plethora of different people. By the way, breaking news too. Crass is very close to overtaking Iowa golfer for second place right now.
Wow. Member of the
fan of the
year we're talking about on the main channel. You can vote Credence and Mikey community tab. Damn. For you, what have you been doing, Crass? You've been sending
making the counts all day. And you got that.
Avalash Puta.
Yes,
we like Putang.
Avalash Puta. Puta.
Hello, sir.
Puta. Triple H, I sent your card too.
Did I get even close to pronouncing your name right?
Yeah.
Loud 28 months. That is the new OG number for the month.
The Puta.
All right. Is it Puta?
Puta, double P.
All right, Mr. Puta, you understand that you were arrested for a domestic battery first offense. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Puta, your hands on me again.
Filed charges yet on that? That's going to be coming. We'll have those Monday morning, but we are here just to deal with your bail status. I did set up $50 that is bondable with enhanced supervision, along with a no contact order for Josie Searles, or Searles. I'm not sure how you say that. So, Ms. Tanner, the city's position on Mr. Puta's custody status?
Thank you, Your Honor. Nevada Patrol Risk Assessment indicates that he scores a 4 on that. As far as the assessment report, he indicates he's been living in Reno for 17 years, current address for 12. Retired and supports himself with savings. He's
retired.
One moment. personal information could not be verified. And he indicated that he does not have anywhere to reside other than the alleged victim. Your Honor, Mr. Puta has no criminal history. The probable cause indicates that he had been drinking of date of offense, and allegedly his significant other reported that he had been drinking for about a week straight. The alleged here is that he slapped his
How long
in the face,
like a week straight.
He had been drinking for an entire week.
Jesus Christ!
There's no stopping this puta. Oof.
Dude's got a bit of a drinking problem, though.
Slapping his significant others, by the way.
With that, I'm going to request that you impose bail in the amount of $3,000 bondable, no contact order, enhanced supervision, obey all laws, no drugs and alcohol. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hartzell?
Thank you, Your Honor. I had reviewed this document and noted the alcohol as a primary factor in the altercation, and discussed with him the possibility of suggesting continual alcohol monitoring should he be released. His points, my understanding in speaking with him, is that he is retired and is stated living on savings, so he has a point for that. And then he had 2 additional points for saying that he had.
Wait, you get a point for because you're just using your savings?
You get a point because he doesn't have a job. It doesn't matter if he's retired. He doesn't have a job, Green.
That's what I mean. That's kind of weird. I mean, listen,
what kind of savings does he got that he's living off of? He looks kind of young. I mean, he could be deceptive. He could be like really old. But my goodness. Can we see his bank statement? Please.
3 years, 9 months, Marky. That's good.
That's to be commended. That's a hard habit to break.
No other place to reside. I spoke with him about the importance of making sure that she's lifted that no contact order and not working outside of the court. So with that said, we would ask that the bail remain the same, and then suggest, if anything, that additional monitoring as a term. Or if the court were inclined to lower it to offset that cost, that would also be appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Puta, what would you like to say? Here's what I'll tell you my concerns are. Where are you going to go live, and how are you going to stay sober? And I guess I've got 3. Where are you going to live? How are you going to stay sober? And can you stay away from I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
No, actually 4. Anybody need a microwave?
Yeah. 4 things, really. I just want to know. Let me see your hair. You dyeing your hair?
This lady's name with stay away from Ms. Searles. So can you talk to me about that? Do you have anything to add?
I have another apartment that I bought, so I can stay there. It's on Neil Road.
So he's bought out of his savings. He's bought an apartment.
He's got an apartment extra.
She's still very confused about everything.
Look here, Your Honor. I've recently purchased an apartment. I can live there, no problem at all. I would not take one. I would not drink anything. I would just dye my beard all day.
Just constant beard dyeing at the apartment. No problems for anybody else.
Kelly coming through on the PP. 25 bones.
Hell yeah. Thank you for dinner.
Merry Christmas.
That is there. And then with drinking, I have been drinking lately, but I can stop. It's not like I'm addicted. I was just.
It's just for fun.
Retired, and then I was just taking a break and just got carried away.
Celebrating 15 years of work.
And she's the love of my life, and it's been 15 years I've been with her, and this is the first time it just happened, and I'm very not happy with my actions. It's not actually.
Well, and I can appreciate that, and the fact that you've never been arrested before really weighs on my mind.
Really?
Here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Puta. I think you'll. I have no. I can't say I have no doubt, but I have very little doubt that you will show up. and that you will be compliant if you get out of jail. The drinking is what really worries me, and the drinking leads to bad behavior. So here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Puta. I like the idea that your lawyer put out that of a continuous alcohol monitor. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually lower the bail.
I don't know, Vincent, go ahead and scroll up. There's about 200 comments about it.
So we've
enjoy.
We beat that horse to death
I'm going to
That's
lower
right.
it to $1,000. It will be bondable, but that's conditioned upon you getting an OSM device before you leave the jail. It's a handheld breath testing device that they will test you.
FTW for the win or for the week? Because, he was drinking for.
I'm going with the
3,
world
4, 5 times a day, and you got to blow into it. Okay. I've already enforced, or I've already.
Vincent, tell me that you're late and just tuning in without telling me.
exactly.
Ordered a no contact order with Josie. You cannot call her. You cannot go to the apartment without a police escort to go get your stuff. You can't text her. You can't.
He said they were together for like 15 years, right?
Yeah, it seems. I mean, some sort of amount of time they were together. But again, this guy's got money, Creed. He's buying apartments in New York.
Yeah.
He's got a place here in Reno. Oh, he's a catch. If I was gay, he'd call me daddy. Oh, by the way, Flusha, I always enjoy writing Flusha's card.
Yeah.
Because it goes to Flusha's work.
Yeah.
It goes to Flusha's real job with his real name and real everything.
I love that.
And I'm always writing it out. And I'm like, I should write some really stuff on this card just so when the secretary or whoever brings it to him, they'll be like, oh my, what is this?
Does he have a job that you think he might have a secretary? Is that what you're saying?
Oh God, yeah. With a title like his, yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
You can't have your friends call her. Do you guys have kids together?
No.
Okay. All right. Until this thing gets worked out, you guys are living separately. I hope it can be worked out, and I have great faith that it can based on your prior lack of history. And it looks like you're pretty stable in the community. And so I think if we can, I'm not blaming everything on the alcohol, but I think if we can remove the alcohol from the equation, that it's going to give us a lot higher chance of success. Okay. All right. Okay, Mr. Puta, good luck.
He could have a secretary.
All right. How about Laura Madison?
Laura. Didn't you used to date a Laura?
No, baby boy. We're going to stop it right there. And
Hey,
now
baby boy.
we're just going to hang out there, baby boy. Baby boy.
Baby
Yeah,
boy.
as Kay so nicely said, this is the point of the channel, baby boy. That's how we do things here. If you don't like it,
Baby boy, tell me you're new here without telling me you're new here. Baby boy, that's what we do. Baby boy, easy does it, pal. Now come sit on mama's lap.
Now, baby boy, did you notice you're the only one out of 200 people that aren't enjoying themselves?
Baby.
You poor thing. But for real, go watch the videos by yourself. You don't have to hang out with 200 other people and comment on it, make friends, joke, chat. Go do it yourself. Just hang out with yourself, baby boy. And you're good to go.
Baby boy, put it on me.
That's all you need.
Baby boy.
Hey, Jive.
Jive.
Scotland. Dave the Scotland.
Scotland. Welcome to Scotland, my mate. Blow me down.
This is.
Oh, she looks like a nice girl.
14698. Ms. Madison is also here on an arrest for a domestic battery. No charges have been filed at this point against Ms. Madison. I did find probable cause, and I did also set her bail at $1,500 bondable. Let me see here.
Is she 15 or?
Yeah, okay, and I'll just be upfront with you, Ms. Madison. You look pretty good on paper in many respects.
No, I thought he was going to say something different.
You look pretty good. I'm not going to lie. You know,
thought he was going to go, hey, baby girl, from Hey, Baby Boy.
You get a I'm gonna give you the old PR.
Hey now.
Got a place to live. You've been here for quite a while. You got a decent job that you've been there for a while, and you got stability. The problem is that we've got prior allegations of prior domestics with the exact same person, and so I'm afraid that it's a dangerous situation for you just to be walking back into without a bunch of controls that the court puts in place. And so I did put in a $1,500 bail. It's bondable, enhanced supervision with no alcohol or drugs, and no contact order with. And I know that there was a different name with Tracy. Yeah, that was the same last name with Tracy Madison. Okay, so Ms.
You don't have to be lonely with Tracy Madison.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was frankly surprised by the low MPRA score considering the history here.
Well, that was rude.
Right. Can we up this? I mean, this is some low shit. She's been beating Tracy's ass a lot, apparently. I don't know if Tracy's a guy or a girl, but man.
I don't know. I'm so surprised that it's so low because it's such a hardened criminal and POS.
Scores a 3, but this is what I have for Miss Madison. In August of 2021, she was arrested for domestic battery. That was reduced to a simple battery, convicted on that. And I believe she may be in a suspended sentence or close to expiring that. In February of 2021, she was also arrested for a domestic battery and convicted of disturbing the peace. Same victim. And in 2019, she was convicted of a DUI. Now, for the record, I did have Miss Madison in court where she was a victim of a domestic battery, where the victim in this case was the defendant. So clearly we have a history of a very, very toxic relationship here. And now we have Miss Madison back in court in a different capacity from when I talked to her a few months ago. Now, it looks like she reports being here for a while, same address for 3 years, employed at the Atlantis as a server, if I got that right. Finance as a server, cocktail server.
For a couple of years.
Yes. She reports having an alternate place to stay other than with the alleged victim. Your Honor, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about Miss Madison's safety as well as the safety of the person who is the victim in this case. I think that there are some deep, deep issues that place them both in this position over and over again. As far as the allegation of violence, it is that she struck her boyfriend with a skateboard and he's injury. So based
Tracy's
on that,
a guy.
as well as his history, I am going to ask
loves the skateboard.
$3,000 bondable, a no contact order, enhanced supervision, obey all laws, and no drugs and alcohol. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you notice that? It sounded like, she's been serving me drinks for about 4 years at the Atlantis, is what the judge basically said without saying it.
Yep. She has been a few years now. She works there. I know it. I've seen her there. I know her well.
From what we're understanding from Jody Arias, that basically this is an ongoing thing and they shouldn't be together.
Yeah, Miss Tanner, by the way, trying to break up a happy home like that. How dare she come in and say it's a toxic relationship?
Concerned. Mocky. You guys,
it was a skateboarding accident turned domestic.
Making some good choices.
Anything's possible.
Guys. Thank you. It's true. I mean, you can ride a skateboard into anything,
Mocky.
It happens.
Thank you. Mr. Hartzell?
Thank you, Your Honor. She's indicated that she's due to work this evening at the Atlantis and would like to be released. She's indicated that she does have an alternative place to reside if released. She does have a risk assessment score of 3 and no history of FTAs or other issues. She does acknowledge that there is something outstanding with that other case. I'm not sure at this point if it's closed out or if that will be part of a future discussion. But she's hoping to release today. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm hoping to release later myself.
Ms. Madison?
Yes.
What would you like to say that your lawyer hasn't, just as far as your custody status? And I really take seriously the fact that you've got a job and that you've got a shift that you're going to possibly miss today. So that is weighing on my mind. So go ahead. Anything else you want to add?
I feel like the victim more so in this case. I was the one that called 911 after Tracy Madison.
Okay, I don't want to. Nope.
That went the wrong way.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to be around him either because I don't feel what he's done to me is right. The fact that I'm here and the fact that I'm about to miss work again. Like, I just want to stay away from him, go somewhere else, do my job, and do everything that I can right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about ready to be on probation. I'm not trying to come back here. I was defending myself. Like, I don't want to be here.
No, the word. I think I understand. I think I understand where you're coming from. But here's what I have facing me, Ms. Madison. I can't make long-term decisions for you. I can't make romantic, familial decisions for you. You have to deal with that. But I think that Ms. Tanner may have hit it on the head saying that you're in a toxic relationship. And that makes me nervous that you get out of jail and there is a high potential for violence going both ways in this relationship. You could be a victim as easily as you could be a perpetrator. And so I am not going to put my stamp of approval on you getting out, despite the fact that I know it's going to hurt you financially if you miss a shift today. And I'm really sorry about that. And I will throw myself on my own sword here. I made an assumption when I read through the interview notes that the previous pretrial supervision in 2019 was the domestic battery. I'm hearing that there was 2 domestic batteries 2 years ago and a DUI in 2019. That raises my radar. I am going to agree with the city on this, and I'm going to set the bail at $3,000 with the previous conditions that I put in place.
I didn't see that
Ms.
coming.
Madison, I wish you safety more than anything. That I can't bear it if you were to go out and to get hurt, or if Tracy were to get hurt, without me doing everything I can to make sure that both of you guys are safe. All right. Good luck, Ms. Madison.
Thank you.
It'd be great.
All right. So Ms. Kibbe, I hear, did not grace us with her presence. I'm guessing she probably doesn't feel too good right now. So let's set her for Monday.
Yeah. What about Tracy? You got hit that with a skateboard.
Hi, Ms. Duffy. Thanks for your patience.
Hi, Duffy.
Hey, Duffy.
23 CR 14694. Ms. Duffy.
Remember, she was with the Sopranos guy.
My last one that has a domestic battery charge. It is also a first. I did review this for probable cause and found probable cause and set the bail at $1,500 bondable. It sounds, from what I can read in this report, that is a very volatile situation with you and your partner and the friend. I'm not sure how often that she is there, but it sounds like there was a melee that happened. So I am concerned about you. So I did set the bail at $1,500 bondable with enhanced supervision. And I do understand you want to get the heck out of here and go back to Chicago, but you've got things you've got to take care of here first in Reno before you can leave town. Okay. And I am going to add that before I forget, Deputy or Lisa, would you please add the condition on the judicial bail order that she must remain within the state of Nevada. All right, go ahead, Ms. Tanner.
Thank you, Your Honor. The NPRI score in this case is a 5. The assessment report indicates that she's only been in Reno for less than a month, but she cannot remember if she moved from Florida or Chicago, which is of concern. She did say that she's lived in, this would be 3 states within the last 6 months. And that she's supported by others and public assistance. It has been so for the last 4 months. With regards to what happened in this case, it is alleged in the probable cause statement that she bit her partner's finger, causing it to bleed, punched her in the jaw, shoved her into a closet, and pulled her hair. She was also violent towards their roommate, but the roommate declined to press charges. Ms. Duffy is 30 years. With regards to her criminal history, I show a recent arrest, May of 2022, for harassing communication. In 2012, she was arrested for possession of controlled substance. Based on her lack of ties to our community, as well as the alleged violence in this case, Ron, I'm going to request that you impose $3,000 bondable with bondable bail with a no contact order, obey our laws, no drugs and alcohol, and that she be required to test. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hartzell? You're muted.
Thank you very much, Judge. She has recently moved to the area in the last few weeks. She indicates a separate residence. She would be able to find a separate residence and maintain that no contact order.
How? She only been here less than a month. She made friends already.
And then the no contact order is really my main concern. Well, I guess that Ms. Tanner has kind of elevated the concern about lack of ties to the community with me. So Ms. Duffy, what can you tell me to ease my mind?
So I'm not exactly sure what kind of situation I'm in right now. Like, I don't know if I'm able to be released today on a PR bond or.
No, not a PR bond. At this point right now, it's at $1,500 bond. So you'd have to come up with 10 or 15% of that. You'd have to get a bondsman to agree to carry the bond. So you'd have to have some sort of collateral, like a credit card or car title or something like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't been in this position before, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like, you're saying 10 or 15%. So if I can get someone to put up that money, like a friend or family member, I'd be able to be released.
Exactly. So you'd need either, somewhere between $150 and $225 minimum. It could be higher than that because you don't have a lot of ties. So a bondsman may say you're a higher risk, so they may want more. But you'd have to get a bondsman involved, or you'd have to come up with $1,500 in cash and deposit that with the court, and then you could get out.
Okay, because I like I said, I'm completely confused on the situation. Like, honestly, I thought I was going to be released yesterday and then today. So this is putting me in a crazy predicament because I'm like, I am sorry that things escalated in the way that they did. I know that the exacts of the situation are not what you're here to listen to, but if you could just please help me with the process of exactly what I would need to do.
Is she basically explaining that she has a very busy life and can't be bothered being in jail any longer?
It's more like I don't know what the hell's going on here. I almost I'm really sorry about it, but I mean, it definitely should not have escalated to that. Well, what about this PR bond again? She keeps bringing up PR bond like he was
adamant.
His mind.
And he very nicely shot that down and then explained why. But
she wants somebody to hold his hand. Oh yeah, she would do. She would do good.
I stopped it perfectly, so she has that very confused look on her face.
Perplexed.
Out of here because I'm trying to leave today as soon as possible.
Okay,
that's a lot to do, yeah.
I won't contact either one. My ex or my roommate. I will comply with the court compliances. I do not want a warrant. Like, I just want to fix the situation.
Okay. And Ms. Duffy, I think that you're being sincere with me when you're talking to me. And the fact that, and I didn't know about the 2022 arrest. I thought that you'd had a pretty clean history for the last 10 years. And that was part of the reason that I kept your bail as low as I did, because of your lack of time here in Reno. I'm sorry that you're kind of in a situation that you don't quite understand. I know you're not from here, so our system's probably different from wherever.
I was going to say, I'm kind of surprised you just said that, JJ. I was thinking the same thing. I didn't believe a word she just said. It was word salad. She kept trying to, she was almost like she was trying for him trying to get him to ask a question or something so she could get into why she felt that she shouldn't have to be there, but she kept it.
I thought I was going to get out yesterday, and well, here I am, still here, Judge. I'm very confused and perplexed.
Exactly. She talked. That's word salad. A bunch of stuff. She
just said a bunch of words that meant nothing.
Yeah, there was nothing there. She was certainly insinuating that she didn't do whatever she's there for because she doesn't understand, and that she's got a very busy day ahead, Judge.
Don't you worry about me.
Probably different from wherever you went in 2012. But I'm going to keep the bail at $1,500. I think it's fair where it's at. I think it's going to be severe enough to make sure that you stick around if you get out and that you stay away. I did already order enhanced supervision, no alcohol or drugs, and there will be no contact with Whitney Rivers or Juliet Hirschberger. Okay.
Yes, can I ask
Wendy Rivers, take my mind.
why is it exactly that I can't do a yard bond?
Because I don't know you or trust you enough to let you out of jail on your own.
I don't know you, bitch. Oh. Awkward.
Sorry. Oh, are you sure I'm released?
No, you're not released. You're at $1,500 bond.
What?
Oh, all right.
Okay. Good luck, ma'am.
She meant released from
Thank
talking
you.
to him.
Yeah. Come on, you got to go. I get out now? Is that what's happening? All right, cool. On to the next.
And is here for a charge of battery, substantial bodily harm.
Scott.
5. What is the state feel appropriate?
State?
Sorry,
Anybody?
A lot of stuff I have to click through.
Creed
So,
frame.
Your Honor, he scores a 5 on the MPRAs in town 1 week. He has no prior criminal history. However, based on the facts, that are appropriate. My request is $15,000 to fight. At least according to the PC sheet, is essentially over when the defendant runs back, kicks the victim in the head. Victim has multiple seizures on the way to the hospital and suffered a brain bleed as a result of that kick. I think this gentleman has shown through his actions he's a significant danger to this community, and I think some bail is appropriate. All right, defense.
Some bail is
Your Honor,
appropriate.
he does score only a 5 on the MPRA. A lot of that is because of his age. He's only.
Oh, is he like is it kung fu fighting?
They said the fight was over, but he said, you know what? I want to put the old exclamation point on this here fight. Go back and kick dude in the head, which he did.
That must have been a hard hit.
Well, you can kick somebody way harder than you can punch them.
That's a good point.
18 years old. He doesn't have a prior criminal history at all. I believe this is his first experience with the criminal defense system. We were able to speak with his mom today, and he has been living with his mom in Fernley. Their address is 1618 Lavender. He's been there for 2 years with her, but he's been in Fernley for 5 years. She says that he can absolutely stay with them. Between her and her husband, they will make sure that he attends court every day. They said there's always somebody home because they work a split shift, and so there's always someone there to can help him, monitor him, and make sure that he's appearing for court. He cannot afford much, so any kind of monetary bail would be a no bail hold for him. So we are going to request an OR. But we understand
an OR
conditions.
You nuts, girl.
If you deem that necessary. Then
brain bleed. Remember that part?
No criminal history. Doesn't appear to be a fight. He has his mom, and that's where he lives.
I need to get home. My mom makes the banging spaghetti. She bakes it after she makes it.
She puts cheese on top. It's crazy.
That's right.
Doesn't appear to have any kind of gang relations, and with that, we will submit, Your Honor.
She did touch.
All right. Well, I certainly share the state's concerns with regards to the facts of the case. But
I think she said 18.
Low score,
18 or 19.
Constitutionally compelled to release him on his own recognizance. There will be a no contact order in NRS 1784845 for 120 days. That means it's a separate crime to contact the victim. You'll be on residential confinement by way of an ankle bracelet in place before you release. We'll use that to ensure a no contact order as well. Checking with the AS's order to obey all laws, no firearm.
Get your ass beat.
Next court date will be in
Just say he's gonna get my
2
OR
weeks.
bond.
I think that's the
Again, did everybody miss the brain bleed
Monday
part?
the 18th.
Jesus Christ.
Your Honor, I just want to clarify, it's a GPS monitoring.
That's correct.
And you can do it.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Don't even ask Carol. I heard the story. Don't even ask.
Lang, and then
Thank you for the 2.
What about that? You didn't win that 5,000, I guess.
No. No. I don't agree with that, OR.
Mr. Lang's
No.
here for charges of home invasion, burglary with a deadly weapon, destruction of property, scores of 12, is on DAS.
12.
With an active case with us, has cases from last year with us. What does the state feel is appropriate?
Judge, thank you. We were able to speak to the victim. Do you want a no contact order? Yes. Also received an emergency TPO. Are you afraid of the defendant? If so, why? Yes. He's tried to break in several times and thinks she is dead. Also had a knife and weapons. Are you concerned about your safety? Yes. Have you been a victim prior? Yes. He was arrested October 26th for the same thing. Does the defendant have unaddressed mental health, drug, alcohol issues? Yes. Drugs and alcohol. Does the defendant own any weapons? Not sure. Do you want to be a part of the hearing? No, do not want to be part of the hearing. Your Honor, scores a 12 on the MPRA, as you've said, all of that. His criminal history has a trespass, drug paraphernalia from 2023 that was set for entry of plea on November 21st. The defendant did not appear for that entry of plea. 2022.
I just want to go out on a limb and point out, I actually like Austin. This dude's very precise and to the point. He's not bullshitting. He's just kind of reading it the way it is, which I like. I mean, he was reading like a questionnaire or something that was filled out.
Do you think he's going to be? So he's reading the response from the victim,
right?
I know it sounds really weird the way he's doing it, but he's just he's not no theatrics. He's just going straight in, giving them
I like
the way it is.
I like it, and he's throwing out information that we don't always hear too.
An FTA arrest, contempt of court arrest, an assault misdemeanor conviction, and a resisting misdemeanor conviction. 2021 drug paraphernalia, 2014 battery misdemeanor conviction. Your Honor, based on his inability to come to court, based on the facts of this case, based on the wishes of the victim, I think bail is appropriate. My request
slightly
be $30,000 because it is a B felony with no 10% cash option.
30 grand he wants. Let's see what we get.
Your Honor, given the MPRA score, we do understand that maybe some bail amount will be necessary. I don't think $30,000 is necessary in this case. Any amount for Mr. Lang would be a no bail hold. Unfortunately, he was living with his parents, and the no contact and not be able to go back there. So as far as his employment and
it was his parents' house he broke into,
anywhere for him to go. But that doesn't mean he can't find the means to find a temporary lodging somewhere, with some sort of conditions put on him to make sure he's checking in. He has been on active DAS, so he can continue with that supervision. So we're just going to ask for a reduction, Your Honor. We're going to ask for $10,000.
All right, thank you. So the defendant's score puts him, according to the statistics for the validation of the NPRA, in about a 50-50 chance of being compliant. When we look at the facts and circumstances of the case and his recent criminal history, it certainly justifies by clear and convincing evidence bail outside the defendant's ability to make it. I'm constitutionally compelled to release people, even if they're high risk, if I can mitigate that risk. But we've put the defendant on DAS supervision. We've done everything we can, and he continues to commit crimes and victimize people. So bail outside his ability to make it is necessary. $100,000 will be his bail, no 10%.
We're laughing about the 30K. We're like, yeah, I'm sure we'll get that 30K.
$100,000. No 10% cash bond.
Damn,
homie ain't playing, and that dude ain't going nowhere.
Well, hey, it sounds like what he just said is he got lots and lots of chances, and they've done a lot. And wow, boy, what a complete opposite
from the last one. We're like, wow, come on, man. Brain bleed.
Mama's making spaghetti tonight, and he's more than welcome to go. So you're fine. He may have kicked the shit out of somebody so bad that he was bleeding, his brain was bleeding the back of the ambulance, but whatever. And you can go. But then this one, good Lord, 100K. That's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
In place before release to ensure a no contact order. With NRS 1784845, notice for 120 days. It'll be a separate criminal offense if you violate it. Residential confinement with that same ankle bracelet. No firearms. Checking with DAs is ordered. Obey all laws. Make all court appearances. And I'll see you this Thursday on my docket, the 7th at 9 a.m. to see if the criminal complaint's on.
On red set from the preliminary trial.
We're not there yet, my friend, but I'll talk to you about that on Thursday.
Judge, can we address public defender on him?
Oh yeah, let's bring him back. I think he had refused.
Oh, gonna defend himself, huh?
So, Mr.
Drop
Lang.
in the bucket, baby.
Go public defender route.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under penalty of perjury the evidence and testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
All right, what is your weekly income?
Yeah. 150.
From what?
Make a little bit of money. $100 to $200 at most.
Okay.
That's all I can steal, Your Honors.
That's savings or things you could sell to get an attorney?
Roth IRAs.
I got like $15 of stocks. That's about it.
Oh.
15?
15.
That's about how much
All right.
Doge
I'll give
Mikey
you the
still
public
has.
defender.
left.
See next week.
About $15 worth.
Now that it was 8 cents.
Hey, that's all right. Bitcoin's
Oh, Bonnie and then Ortiz.
Bonnie and Clyde.
PCS and a score of a 13. What does the state feel is appropriate?
Oh, 13, Creed.
Oh.
Your Honor, I think some bail is appropriate because it is a 13, because she scores maximum points for failure to appear. However, it's not the crime of the century. She does have a drug paraphernalia misdemeanor conviction from this year already as well. That case was taken in July.
She likes to party.
PCS and
A rough year.
drug paraphernalia in 2022.
But she did not kick anyone in the head. Let's remember.
A PCS
Remember that.
in 2015, a drug paraphernalia in 2010. So, Your Honor, based on the high score, I think she's a danger to not return to court. And I think some bail's appropriate. My request $5,000.
All right, thank you. That's
In case you didn't hear, Erica, he slapped a $100,000 bond on.
Yeah, and he was talking about a public defender, blah blah blah, and then they got his information and sent him on down the road.
That was
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to ask for an OR release today. She does have a high NPR score, but we were able to verify with her uncle. His name is Jericho Johnson. Number 775-357-0791. He says that she can absolutely stay with him. His address is 757 Beck Street, number 216, and that's in Reno. She's been in the Reno area for 11 years. I don't believe she will be a flight risk. Given these charges, I believe they are minor with some of the other ones that we've heard today.
No shit.
She does help him around with his jobs. She does repairs for homes. And so she works with him when he needs the extra help. She is disabled. Oh, no, he is disabled and she helps him around, which is another reason she helps him with the house. She does the cooking and the cleaning, and she helps pay for what she can. And because he's a disabled vet, what she's asking is an opportunity to go back, to continue to help him. She will make her appearances.
Carpets, mats, and drapes.
That was to make
Confirmed.
So I agree. It is a more minor charge. The issue is the state still is entitled to make sure she shows up and is held accountable for it. And we set relatively low bail on her.
She does touch everybody.
2 case, and she posted it and immediately failed to comply with the AS and failed to appear for court. And that was this year. So again, I'm constitutionally compelled to release her if I can mitigate that risk. The only way I can think of to mitigate it is to release her to treatment. And so I'm going to set the bail at $10,000 in this case, or I will release her on her own recognizance to any sort of sober living environment or residential treatment facility with IEP transport. There will be random drug testing, DAS supervision, bail laws, make all court appearance.
Which one do you think she's going to pick?
Thursday for the filing of the criminal complaint.
Bail.
That's the 7th. We'll see then.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, what was the amount?
10,000 or OR to treatment.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
OR to treatment sounds all right with me, but I'm not a druggie.
Ortiz.
I know. It's good. Like, that sounds fun. Vacation.
We're about to the end of the show. I was going to say a lot of talk about the orange. Do we want to?
She is the last person they talked to, I'm pretty sure.
Do you want to jump? Should we jump there?
Yeah, just jump to it. Let's see.
Oh, she looks mad that we're. Why is she still sitting here?
she wanted. Can I just watch? I want to finish.
Who's this guy?
He's a serial killer. Come on,
Obviously.
man.
He don't like being touched her.
He's the Black Hills stalker.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
Go back just far enough here, guys on the truck.
Guys on truck are doing an amazing job today. Look at the steady hand in the truck. Just play it from there.
The line here today is whether the state is shown by clear and convincing evidence that bail is necessary. They have, with his risk score and the other facts and circumstances. Certainly that can be readdressed at a later date if he's able to,
It's late.
to prove
Past
the
midnight,
score
God's
wrong.
sakes.
But at this time, given the risk score that he has and all the other facts and circumstances presented by the state, I'm going to set the bail at $25,000 in this case.
Ooh.
DAS
For
supervision
murder?
of bail laws
Damn,
make all
good for
court
him.
appearances, and then I'll see him on December 7th for the filing of the criminal complaint. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, Pat is next.
Nest?
3 months before my birthday, by the way.
Judge, I don't have a Nest. Who was
December 7th.
It's indecent exposure. Let me see. Maybe
Whoa!
Her?
Wow. Nice.
it's on our KYNEST, Cheyenne.
Show us what you got, girl.
Come on, KY Cheyenne.
Indecent exposure scores an 11.
Tell us the story,
I
please.
I see. Got it.
She was just released 2
I
weeks
hear.
ago, it looks like, from the jail on November 15th. So indecent exposure scores an 11. What does the state feel is appropriate?
We hope that she never does it again, Your Honor.
I think some bail's appropriate. I'm not sure how to move forward. It looks like there was a 2023 grand larceny of a motor vehicle case where the defendant was found not competent. So I'd imagine something like that is going to happen again. But here she is.
Showing them titties.
Offense. I think some bail's appropriate. I think if she gets out, she's going to commit more offenses. $5,000, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we weren't able to verify some information that she can reside with her mom. Her name is Lydia. She resides at 19 Selmo Drive in Reno. We have tried reaching out to her. We've left a message. We're just still waiting to verify her information. Miss
Yeah.
Tis the
Ms.
season.
Hernandez indicates that she is employed, but again, we haven't been able to verify that at this
Where?
moment either. But she has been living in the Reno area for the last 19 years. We do indicate there is some mental health issues.
You think?
Obviously, any kind of a bail amount is a no bail hold for her. I'm not sure if an inpatient.
I am an inpatient. Okay.
Okay.
Can you pretend you're crazy for a little bit?
Inpatient treatment.
I do go to
And
okay.
or an OR with inpatient treatment.
All right. I certainly believe in treatment, so I will release her to inpatient treatment with IAP transport, random drug testing, DAO supervision,
Treatment for
appearances, and we'll see her on the 7th of this
indecent
month.
exposure?
So
Let's do John Doe.
So I was she picked up on something, or maybe she was picked up on that, but she had a warrant and didn't take care of the other stuff, maybe?
I think it's just strictly on the showing them titties. Because he said the other one was a Grand Theft Auto or something that she had before.
I didn't know that.
I mean, sometimes people get upset when you take your clothes off in front of them. Lord
Right.
knows it's happened to me more than once.
You've gotten mad about that, huh?
Well, I mean,
you
no,
taking
people got mad at me. And I'm like, hey, there's no signs here in Walmart that says you can't.
That's right. That's right. Oh, all right. Well, that was a fun day.
Wow.
Started out with a bang with Crazy Dude.
Good old John Doe.
John Doe. We still
It's a good
love
porn name, by the way.
very
John
much
Doe.
so. It's also a good name for the train down below here, the John Doe Express. Tammy, thank you. Welcome. And Gary, thank you. Went along with some gifts. Nancy, Kelly. Kelly shot us some people. Always appreciate that. Sue B, welcome. Maki back again. Tiny Piggy, Carol, Hot Rod. Come on, I was only going 11 miles an hour over the speed limit. Leave me alone.
It was a school zone. I was trying to get that through there for them kids start coming out. Don't get stuck behind no damn buses. Well,
No, you don't want to be stuck behind buses. It's like getting stuck behind turtles.
I can't get up. I can't get up.
Good one. Oh, boys and girls, we're going to be back at it again in just a couple of hours. Also, a premiere coming up at 2:30, Creed.
No?
Hot off the presses. It just happened a little bit ago. There's a guy who gets mad because he's been arrested and wants to abandon his children because of it. Like,
what?
Yeah, he's like, F them kids. I'm paying this and I'm leaving the state. He's just like, I'm never coming back. Like,
that's nice.
He says shit like, oh, well, I didn't have a dad and I turned out fine. So make sure you go and watch that at 2:30. It's gonna bust off, and it's definitely something you're gonna want to see.
Well, you have fun busting off, and we'll see everybody at 405 East for We Got a Chase, Minute Chase Monday, maybe.
Yep, tons of Arkansas, and we'll wrap up the day by going to Canada.
Hey, how about that? Getting some Tim Hortons.
Yeah, it's very different up there than it is here.
I
You
know.
guys stay safe.
That parsley girl that's in the channel.
Partially. You stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. Go back and watch some old shows. Hit the like button, for goodness sake, and thank you all. We'll be back soon. Bursting off.
Hey, gay boys.
Hey, gay boys.